What about spider season? Okay, so rats are not spiders, but we put that rat poison out in the traps in our barbecue on Saturday. Okay, today or yesterday was Tuesday. I said time to check the rat traps. Okay, so I pulled off the cover of the barbecue and I opened up like the propane tank area where I kept one of the traps. And I looked down and there was no rat in the trap. And I said, huh, there was like rat poop, but no rat. I looked up because the other one was like on a shelf next to the barbecue. And there was just a little dude sitting there like, and I was like, I thought he was dead. I thought he was poisoned. So I went back into the house to get some gloves because I'm like, I'm not getting the bubonic plague over this. Like my immune system is compromised clearly anyway. When it like heard the door close, it turned around. And I was like, this thing's still alive. So I don't know like what to do with it. And then Kate came down and she was like, you gotta bash it. And I was like, I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna kill the rat with poison, but I'm not gonna like bash it and then take its like destroyed corpse into our house or something like that. And then I said, okay, fine, I'll bash it. Give me a broom. And then she said, you can't use a broom. It'll get stuck in the bristles. And then she gave me a cat toy that was like this long. And she said, okay, go get it. And the thing, it was like a dowel. I don't know if you know what a dowel is, but the thing weighed like an ounce. I was out there holding like a chopstick. I don't know what I was going to do with this. But before I got outside, the rat started to scurry. And then it like was scurrying along the barbecue, and it was a little bit of like messed up. I think it ingested a little bit of poison, because it like fell off the barbecue and then just ran away. So I'm hoping that it just doesn't come back. If it comes back, I'm hoping it dies to the poison, because I'm so annoyed. Like not annoyed enough to turn into Conan the Barbarian and like smash its skull. Like I'm just too much of a wuss for that right now. But I don't know. Maybe about 2 weeks into November, I could muster the courage. Either way, I will not use my barbecue because every time I take the barbecue cover off, like there's at least like 8 or 9 rat turds just sitting in various places on the barbecue. So like I'm not gonna clean my barbecue like spotless, cook 2 burgers, and then like put the cover back on knowing that it's going to get shit on again. So I need to wait for the damn rat to die or to not come back for a while. The poison takes over a week to work. The dude at Home Depot, he took me to the restricted poison and told me it only takes 2 days. But I think maybe I caught the rat like mid-feed. But then Kate told me like rats are so smart that like modern rats, when they encounter novel food, they deliberately only eat a little bit just in case it's poison. I mean, it makes sense from like a natural selection standpoint. I suppose rats that were more, what's the word I'm looking for? That were more skeptical of novel foods probably lived longer and thus maybe reproduced more than rats that were not skeptical of novel food, but still, that's crazy. A bird is going to eat that rat, get sick and die? I'm okay with that, to be honest with you. What? Deserved. What happened there? But I also, like, here's the thing. I would prefer not to kill the rat. But I can't, like, sit down and have, like, a Frost v. Nixon with the rat and be like, hey, can you stop shitting on my barbecue? Like, even if you just lived on the patio in a place that I didn't see, and then you shit, like, in the corner so I could spray it down with the garden hose, that would be totally fine. But the fact that you live in the barbecue and shit on the grill is unacceptable. So he's trying to make me sick, so I'm gonna make him sick. It's a him or me situation. If I could just convey this idea to the rat that's like, don't be here, why don't you just plug the hole in the barbecue? Because like the the propane tank needs like a place to go. And like the grill has to have slats in it so that you can cook the food, and then like the grill has to have a place to vent the smoke. Otherwise, when you open the barbecue, you would die. Like that dude in season 2 of Survivor. I was thinking you could just ignite it, but I'm pretty sure like I don't really want to cook a rat in my barbecue, especially one that's been poisoned by me. And then B, I think it would just like irritate it. Like I think that it would get really hot really fast, but not hot enough to like kill it. It would just be like, ow, and then it would scurry away. We did buy some taro liquid bait, and that seems to be doing the trick on the ants though. So I appreciate that recommendation. But like I'm not sweating the ants that much. Like I could have like 100,000 ants in my yard, and that's like not as annoying as one rat. Time for the cats to earn their keep. I don't think Ruka has killed like even a housefly for more than a decade. Like he's straight up useless. I have to point out, you know how like many advantages when it comes to like hunting prey a cat has versus a human being, and meanwhile my ass is like pointing out the fly to my cat. I'm like, there he is, go get him. This dude should be able to go like David Cage mode, right? Turn on like thermal vision and go. Tomo doesn't even try, which is, I mean, like, I don't know. They're both admirable, I guess, in their own way. I have to point out treats for my cat is crazy, man. Like, the cats, I mean, like, why would they try to hunt something, right? We give them all their food. All they have to do is, like, sit around and eat it, right? That's like, you know, when you're on summer vacation and you don't have anything to do, and then your mom asks you to take the chicken breast out of the freezer so that it defrosts by the time she gets home so she can cook you a nice dinner. And then you're like, Mom, that's literally so much work. Like, that's impossible. When you have nothing to do, being asked to do even like the smallest thing sounds like the biggest thing. So I can see why my cats are like, there's literally no incentive for me to hunt this fly. But it is crazy. My cat won't eat his food unless you mix it up first. I'm with you. We have like different kinds of cat treats for both of the cats. Because Tomo only likes Temptations, and Ruka likes everything but Temptations. Like, they can't get on the same page. They have like human type preferences. I feel like you don't have that as much in the wild, right? Like, it's like you're a baby cat, and then like your mom brings home a bird, and you're like, oh, Mom, do you have any rats? I don't eat birds. I think you just eat whatever's available. I guess that they've just never really been hungry.